Today I found a little bit of a sus restaurant. Maybe sus is a strong word. Maybe I should go for just strange and weird. It's just something I've never really seen before over here at all for a few different reasons. Let me just get into the first one. I couldn't find it on any maps. Usually I'd like to do that. If I find it on the apps, that's cool. But then I like to find it on the maps to really validate it. Ghost kitchens, they aren't the most uncommon thing over here, but well, it's still a little bit unusual. Second of all, their hours. Strangest hours I think I've ever seen. They're open 24 hours every day, except Monday and Tuesday. Monday, they open from midnight till 6 a.m., and then Tuesday, they're open from 7 a.m. till midnight. So whoever came up with those hours is a true psychopath. I'm just kidding, but maybe they are. Third of all, this has the largest delivery radius I've ever seen in Korea. So in Korea, the delivery radius is pretty small usually. I don't know off the top of my head. But you can't get something delivered from the other side of the city. Seoul is massive. And another, I've been to other big major cities around the world, and they will deliver from halfway across the city. They don't really do that over here in Seoul. I'm not sure exactly why. That's just how they do it. But this one was probably 3 times as far as the next farthest delivery place I've seen. It was like across multiple bodies of water. It was a far ass way. Also one of the highest delivery fees I've ever seen, coming in at about, what was it? It was like probably about $5, which you might think is very low, and it is relatively low, but for over here, it's not low. It's on the high end for sure. I could count the number of times I've seen higher delivery fees on maybe one hand. And speaking of delivery, it was a long one because it's from far away. Didn't show up on the GPS. It's like, usually they always, the little icon, the driver or the guy shows up on the GPS. This one didn't. Might have truly been a ghost. And finally, let's get into the menu here. So I've never really seen a menu like this. They have a very small menu and it looks pretty cool. I'll show you here in a second. They specialize in what they apparently call American style chicken, or Texas style chicken more specifically, which I'm not familiar with Texas style chicken, but I'm assuming it is a thing. I'm not sure if this is that thing, but yeah, we got it. And it comes with macaroni and cheese. It comes with some French fries, and it comes with some round tortilla chips. That's a little bit weird, but I love everything else about it. The mac and cheese and the French fries. It seems like the ultimate munchie place. And since they are open for 24 hours most of the time, I feel like this could be the go-to munchie spot. I don't know. That's pretty much their whole menu. The only other things that they had were a couple different variations of the chicken. I got the hot version, of course. But they also have tteokbokki, which is like very Korean. It's just the Korean rice cakes. And that's their whole menu. So a little bit strange. Let me just show you, hopefully this doesn't spill out, what I'm working with. Now this is a hefty, all right, very heavy. And it's looking pretty nice. I like the visual of this a lot. And especially if I did have, I gotta admit, I don't have the munchies right now. I'm actually not even hungry. Unfortunately, I overate last night on a whim. But if I did have the munchies, this would be looking mighty fine. Jalapenos on top. There's some sriracha fried chicken. I believe that's all the red you're seeing is some kind of sriracha. And then underneath, you can kind of see some of the other additions. Looks like some mac and cheese over here. I don't see any of those round tortilla chips yet, but let's see if we can just, it's kind of a shame. It looks really nice how it is, and I kind of want to just dig into it. But let's dissect it just a little bit. So yeah, a lot of mac and cheese here. Here are some French fries down here. Falling out. It kind of just does look like a crazy amalgamation. So crinkle cut, I'm assuming probably pretty soggy at this point. But it's smelling good, let me tell you that much. If I do encounter the, is that one? Yeah, hold on. There's one. I assume these are just in there. I don't know why. You know, maybe I am being a little bit harsh by calling it sus. It also came with pickles. It actually just looks pretty damn fire for the most part. Dare I just spread it out on this thing right here? I could. I don't think I'm going to be eating all of this. Like I said, it's hefty and I'm not hungry. But yeah, let's just see. You saw how it looked originally, so I think it'll be okay to get a little messy with it. You can start to see what the base. And I don't know if this is the worst idea in the history of mankind, because maybe it does kind of absorb some of the, I don't know. Maybe it would keep the fries crispier, as in these would absorb some of the moisture that's coming off of it. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But yeah, all this stuff is just at the bottom. It's kind of just layered up like some kind of crazy casserole. Way too many tortilla chips. I just don't need this many tortilla chips with this kind of food. But we'll try it out. We'll try everything. Let's just get into it. I'm gonna try the chicken with some fries and a little bit of mac and cheese in there. Still warm for the trek this guy had to make. I'll give it that right off the bat. It might have been an underwhelming first bite reaction, but I'm just like, my mind's a little bit flustered right now. That was actually pretty good and pretty spicy. That was one thing I was really focusing on, the spice level, because right off the bat, you do get a little bit of spice, which I wasn't necessarily expecting. But I do have a decent amount of spice in the mouth from that first bite, maybe a 3 out of 10. I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for these things, which maybe it can come into play later, maybe I can try one of these, kind of like nachos, maybe. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I think it's a little bit unnecessary. I think, because you can't get these with a fork, you know? I guess you kind of can, but it's either go forkless or go no forkless. You never want to have a food like nachos, you know, just going with the hands. But if it's dirty fries, going with the fork. At least that's my philosophy on it. And this is almost like half and half. I'd rather just be stabbing it with a fork, keep the hands clean, but then when you come to one of these, you know, you gotta use the hands. So, you know, if you are someone who is like that, share the same philosophy as me, you might feel this weird as well. But if you don't think that's weird, then you might not think anything about this video is weird, except me. But anyway. I'm liking this a lot. Love all the jalapenos. Good amount of jalapenos on there. Did not skimp out on that. The chicken itself is pretty decent. I feel like what they did is maybe did a big chicken cutlet, fried chicken cutlet. Maybe sauced it up and then just cut it into smaller pieces. Instead of frying a bunch of small chicken pieces one by one. Or individually, I should say. The mac and cheese. I could definitely use some more mac and cheese. A lot more. After a few bites, I'm not really getting much mac, and I would 100% change out the tortilla chips for more mac and cheese. It's pretty obvious. There is some mac in here I'm going to fish out. It's going to be hard to judge how the flavor of the mac on its own, because it is an amalgamation. Yeah, but you can't actually taste it. Yeah, I want more cheese. I want more mac and cheese in this mix. And I think if this was just a little bit different, it would be completely different. I would be praising this. Yeah, and you already know, but yeah, this is still some good ass food. And it's revitalized my hunger. I was feeling like a piece of crap all day today. Last night, I don't know if you remember my video from, I think it was 2 videos ago, the buffalo chicken pizza. Last night I ordered another one, Just, you know, on my own time, I loved it that much. I'm for cereal about it. It's a good ass pizza. But I'm really feeling this for specific situations. It doesn't necessarily have to be munchies brought on by the greenery. If you catch my drift, you know what I mean. It could be after, you know, some drinks. Getting the munchies after some drinks, some drunk food. And since, well, the greenery is highly not a thing over here, you would almost think that whoever came up with this he might be a little bit chopped up. Maybe he went to America. I'm completely sober right now, and it's still hitting well. I feel like if you were, you know, got the munchies under the influence, I feel like this would hit better for the, like munchies after hitting a J, you know? But when it comes to the munchies, like the drunk food, it would still work. Might be a little bit, I don't know. Personally, if I'm going for something like this, give me an HSP. Give me an HSP in that situation. Still hella solid though, man. I'm surprised. And very filling. I'm gonna try maybe to see if I can finish off this, and then just leave these tortilla chips for later. Just, I don't know. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Let me shut up for a second and try to do some work real quick. Yo, I can't eat like I used to, I'll tell you that much. Maybe I'm falling off, but it's also like, you know, I'm getting to that point. I forgot I'm 34 now. Oh, snap, hold on. Even in that cereal video, I thought I was 33. I've been 34 for like the past few weeks. So it's been 19 years since I've had that cereal, I guess. Anyway, yeah, dude, I'm just getting old. I'm like, you know, maybe not try to, you know, keel over too quick because of, you know, they say you are what you eat. There's those weird people who, you know, can eat whatever they want as much as they want and then still go get the health checkups and they're still fine. So I don't know. I think that's like 1 in a million though. I'm not like that. I haven't had a health checkup in, well, a bit scared. I'm just scared to go. I should probably go ASAP. Yeah. Whew. I'm fizzling. I'll tell you what though, I hit a 5 on spice level, which is the highest I think I've hit in a while. Props to this restaurant. Sorry for, I mean, they're a ghost kitchen, so it's not really even a restaurant. You almost nailed it. Look at these things. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? And actually, now that I think about it, it could be a really good idea. Since I am left with these scraps here, I'm gonna pour these back in here and save that. And so, cause like, I'm not gonna just be eating these tortilla chips on their own. But maybe if they got a little extra flavor infusion on top of them, I can actually enjoy my leftovers here. Probably tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, but for now, I'm just getting out of here. Thank you for watching. Don't really got anything else to say, so I'll catch you in the next video. Peace!